Welcome to MS Live. All right, let me share. I'm sharing right now. I'm sharing to all the multiple sclerosis groups. Hi, y'all. I'm sharing to all the MS groups so that we can, so I can talk to you about similarities that we all go through. Something that happened the other evening, and I'd like to share with you guys. 1 minute. Hi, everybody on YouTube there. And let me just, I got a terrible case of heartburn this morning. Hi, everyone. Let me see. I don't know why. Okay. Let's just put that down there. All right, now I have to set this up. Hi, yeah. Hi. Ooh. Hi, Diane. All right. This is tipping over. Hi, Diana. All right. Okay. Nadine's here. Diana's on Facebook, and Nadine is on YouTube. But there's slowly everyone is coming. Anyway, good morning, Richard. Welcome to MS Live. I'm your host, Dulci Hill. And Tim's here. Yay. Yay. Diana, if you want to jump over to my YouTube channel, you can participate in the chat. Hi, Gina. Oh, gosh, it's good to see you. And Sandra's here. Oh, Sandra. Let me tell you about Sandra. Let me introduce Sandra is newly diagnosed. She is a nurse in Loma Linda, and that's where I used to live there before moving to Maryland there. So, Sandra, feel free to ask questions about what you're going through, and because we've all been through it before. There, it's awesome. You'll get the support you need there. Yeah, you know what? You nurses are special people. Nurses are special people. Anyway, that's my favorite word. Anyway. And I've got terrible heartburn. I wonder why. I think I took my pills, my medication this morning. Hi, Phil. And it must got caught sideways. I don't know what is going on. Now, let me tell you about an incident I had. Now, I've had MS for is going around there. I've had MS for 34 years, longer. Yeah, I hear you. I know. I look 34. So, I was diagnosed with MS when I was born. So, all right, let me continue. So, I went out the other night with a bunch of people, and I shouldn't have gone out. I wasn't feeling very good, but you know how that is there. And you know me in that if there's a commitment and I say I'm going to do that, I will make it happen. Well, the problem is that the people that were there demanded me to be on my mental acute there, and was hanging on every word I said, looking for contradictions, and I'll tell you what, I know we all face that at some point. We go to people, and we fulfill an obligation, and we sit there. Hi, Jeannie. And we sit there, and yeah, I'm used to love going where I'm wanted. By the way, there is a golden finch that just landed on a flower I planted out back there, and golden finches look like canaries. They look like they're bright yellow with a little black wing there, and he's like highlighter. He demands my attention. Anyway, so I go over to this dinner party, and somebody there is attacking me based on the fact that my mental uh, uh, accuracy wasn't there. And I was making, man, make big statements, and I made a big statement, and this person couldn't tolerate it. And hi, Jim. Oh, I just love that you're here, Jim. Uh, Let me talk about so anyway, if you're in a situation where you're not feeling love there, what I did wrong is I stayed. I stayed. Just you know what? I was at Home Depot looking for bread. I was an idiot. It just, yeah, I was an idiot. So I need to go where I'm appreciated, and I am. You guys appreciate me. And I just not going where people make me feel bad about myself. And I know no one can insult me without my permission. But I've got some great friends who were like, Dolls, why are you going anywhere that you're not treated with respect as a you're just not treated with respect. You're given the thing, and that was it. I was not given the respect that I would like. I would hope you would give a stranger. So, but anyway, all right. Moving on. There on Sunday we had a 3 o'clock Zoom meeting. Jim, I know you popped in. Just a number of people popped in. I had the meeting, and it was my error that I kept sending you, try this, try this, try this. So I different meetings, and I got a feeling every time I started the meeting there, it was a disaster in that I think there was like 5 different meetings, and people were parked in different meetings waiting for me to start. And meanwhile, I sat my own meeting, and hi, Diana. It just, yeah, it just, well, anyway, I got a new camera. The camera I was using on the PC is 15 years old. So I got a new camera, and then I'll be doing, I need to work. I need to do it's discipline, everyone. It's discipline. It just, I have so many responsibilities. We're doing the fundraiser for MS Frontiers. There, gotta raise $1,500 to run the website and just to attract. And the website's msfrontiers.org. It has a bunch of resources. I have to update the website also because I'm the webmaster. I have to promote for 2 more weeks now. It's been going on for the past 2 weeks. For 2 more weeks there, we have the fundraiser. So I've got to promote that and send out an email for people. Begathon. It's Begathon time. And it's once every 3 years there. And, and also you guys know I'm writing my book there. Haven't done that in about 2 weeks there. And it's Sherry's with us. Hi, Sherry. So I have no excuse. I need to be disciplined. How do I tell you all to be disciplined? I need to take the advice that I give you guys. and that is to write down a list of priorities. I need to follow through. Haven't made dinner for my sweet husband in forever, so this morning at 7:30 was up with the Dutch oven, putting in meat and vegetables so I can slow cook. Paula, it's nice to see you here. I love you, Sherry. Jane, Jane's here. Jane from Coeur d'Alene. That's sing song. It's all right. It's there's no such thing as late when you know what, I can't beat up at any of you for missing the Zoom meeting. I just, I'm not gonna hold you to task. I'm not gonna. You are loved regardless of whether you show up late or you show up at any point, even if you miss. Oh, Jane, you've got some wildfires going on near Coeur d'Alene, right? So that's kind of scary. And Nadine, you're in a smoky area too. What fires are affecting you? Because Nadine, you're in Southern California, I believe. So I have a list of where y'all from there. And Sandra, is it smoky in Loma Linda? Remember when the San Bernardino Hills were on fire and the mountains that was on the south, and Lake Arrowhead was on fire on the north there, and we were just covered in smoke and ash, and it was just, we had a business up in Highland there, and I remember watching the fire line coming down there, and we were worried because the embers, you guys called that oh, you're a Montana, Paula. Yeah, we you call it a forest fire, and that's when sagebrush is on fire. But we people on the East Coast think of forest fires. We think of pine trees, pygmy pines going up. I'm from Jersey, and all right, yeah, that's right. So Nadine, being a Jersey girl in California, all of a sudden you see sagebrush go up, and they're calling a forest fire, and the reason why that's scary is because sagebrush, when it catches on fire, the air in California has those embers fly over, hits on top of your roof, and sets many houses on fire there. So it's a little on the. It's a much different than an East Coast forest fire. But an East Coast forest fire, you're afraid of pine trees. Hi, Mary. The pine trees next to your houses or come close and catch your house on fire. But it's pretty wet on the East Coast. Anyway, Sherry, what do you all right, you give me a clap, and I like that. All right. So all right, I've been talking for 13 minutes. Hi, Mary. And I'm going to be reading a lot more because I'm not feeling that great. Her little I remember, Diana, I remember Paradise. When Paradise burned down, they had the North Pole, right? The North Pole. Santa's North Pole wasn't that in Paradise there? Because Paradise was only about a half an hour from Loma Linda, driving up in the mountains. It just, and that firefly. I was a newlywed, and my husband's family, who lived in Lake Arrowhead, his brother and his wife and their kids, there was 5 of them. They moved in with us, right? And had another friend, uh, uh, loved him dearly. He's gay, and he and his husband, they moved in with us. So we had 3 bedrooms, five, six, seven, and 8 people. 8 people in there, and that's because their homes. The computer was on, and I remember sitting with my nephew, and we were praying that the wind would kick up and blow the fire in the opposite direction. And we watched it in California. You have websites you can watch where each fire, the progression of the fire, where it is. And I don't remember what it was called, but I remember it coming right up. And he was so worried. He was worried about his health. And you know what? Me being a Christian, I say prayer. That wind can go the opposite direction. And it's funny. Me and my husband were the only devout Christians in the house, and we're sitting in that little house in Loma Linda. Beautiful. It was a tiny little house, and tiny. It was a slab house, 1,700 square feet, and yeah, Paradise is near Chico. Well, you know what? Highland is where we had our studio, Diana, and was it Paradise? I'm thinking on the way to Lake Arrowhead there. Uh, so tell me if I'm wrong. I'm so grateful you guys aren't holding me to the standards that I was the other night, where I missed, even if my opinion is wrong, I'm entitled to have it. You guys give me the respect, and I love you for it. There. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I need the plumber too, Sherry. Sherry, if you're attending late and then you gotta run because the plumber, schedule your plumbers on Wednesdays, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, or Tuesdays and Thursdays after what 11 to 12, after 12 Eastern Standard Time. Anyway, thank you, Sherry. We get another Sherry. Sherry, the gal right in front of you just posted rolling around Tri-Cities there. That's Sherry too. Hi, Kim. I love that Kim's with us. Kim, you and I live in the same Harford County, don't we? But I'm thrilled to see you here. You were in the MS luncheon group we used to have. But thank you for attending there. The Zoom meeting, it's going to be awesome. I'm going to organize it. Hi, Kim. Oh, yeah, it's so nice to see your pretty face. But you know what's so great about me setting up the Zoom meeting, that I'm going to let all of you know. I'll email you, I'll message you, I'll do everything. And there'll only be one Zoom meeting is Kim, and Tina and Sherry and Jane and Gina and Diana and Karen's not with us there, and Paula and Nadine, all of us, Richard, Jim, and I'm missing so many of you there. We all get to see each other face to face. And the new format, what we're going to do is it's a classic format. And that's where one person will lead each meeting, right? And what happens is I'm going to do the first meeting on Saturday, where I'll talk about me and MS there. And then what I'll do is give a little bit of background about me, even though you guys probably don't want to hear anything from me. I don't want to hear anything. I'm more interested in you. But I'm going to show you how the format will be. So I'll talk up to 5 minutes about uh, about my experience with MS, and probably MS Frontiers. And then what I'll do is I'll throw out a question, and then I'll mute. So when you go into the group, the group Zoom meeting, you mute your button, right? And so while the person's talking, I'll talk, and then I mute my button after I ask a specific question. Uh, and there is that golden finch again. Hi, golden finch. I think I'll name it Sunny. I love to name these the frequent flyers there. Also, I want to show you guys something. Uh, see this here. Uh, I know. I believe it or not, I've got right here, right here, right here, right here. You see him? You see him? See that? That's a monarch butterfly caterpillar. You see, and a few years back, there's a couple of them on here, there, and all right, let me move him. I got to put him in a net there. Oh, there's another one there. But a few years back, not a few years, 2 years back, I had a very good friend, uh, who was like a partner from me. Uh, uh, no, what is it? It's milkweed, milkweed. So I had this friend, uh, um, and he had cancer, and I go to I go to the hospital with him, and he'd get his treatments. Well, what his oncology nurse is somebody who rescued monarch butterflies, and we went over to her house when he was out of the hospital and saw how she did this. Well, she said, if you want to do that, I will provide you with milkweed. Milkweed is what they lay their eggs on there. And then you end up getting these little nets there, and you put milkweed in the nets, and that protects them from being eaten there. And then what you do is you raise these butterflies and you release them, and you increase the population of the monarchs. So they are, it's fun to do. Well, fast forward, my friend Chris, who was he was like a brother from another mother. I'd say that he he would test me. You always need somebody that you can trust and knows. Hi, cuz. You always my cousin's here. But you always need somebody that you trust and loves you enough to be able to criticize, not criticize, constructive criticize, to question your beliefs. And I question. It's called Socratic thinking. And he's a Christian, and I am a Christian, so I have a moral responsibility to align my character, my philosophy, and my beliefs there. And he did this for me. I did it for him too. And it always started off as a fight. I'd say, "You're wrong, Chris," and he'd say, "You're wrong, Dulci." And then we'd go off in our corners and we'd read some literature and we'd study. We'd say, "Chris, you're absolutely right," and I'm wrong. And he said, "No, you're right. No, I'm wrong." And and so we would, how awesome is that? So anyway, Chris passed away. I was there in hospice. He's such a blessing. And what I did is I created a monarch butterfly sanctuary, thanks to Donna, his oncology nurse, who drops by and has given me milkweed. I sent away for the milkweed. I planted all sorts of flowers all over so the monarchs had something to eat, and then they could lay their eggs there. And it's Chris Noel's monarch garden. in memory of him, and I love him. So anyway, I will show you my monarchs as we go on. And are monarchs disappearing, Jane? I know you're saying that. Nadine, what's burning? All right. Nadine's talking about the forest fires that's going all over the place. All right. Karen is letting us know she's communicating through Messenger with me through she's can and Karen, do you see me? And also, I appreciate that. So she's with us there. She says she's technology challenged, but aren't we all? Aren't we all? Anyway, aren't we all? Yeah, it's if there is a way for us to uh, not read the details and just turn things on. Uh, that's huge. That's problem I'm having with the Zoom meeting. It's the discipline to watch the hours and hours and hours of classes uh, to become a Zoom master. I just not disciplined to do that. I read a devotion today, and it talked a little bit about having the discipline to read. And this woman, she decides she's going to go on a trip, and on this trip, right? They sent her travel insurance, so she sat down to read the contract. Nobody reads any of this contract. She gets to page 7, and in small type it says, if you are actually reading this contract, and if anybody who gets to this point, the first person who got to this point, our company is giving $10,000 to any charity that or any good cause charity, nonprofit. That hi Susan, and this is the first person in 10 years at the company that took advantage. She actually read, she couldn't believe her eyes. So what I'm saying is that there is a reward in discipline, in discipline, and be detailed. I'm not detailed, and I will say I'm not detailed because as wonderful as it was to save these monarchs, you see that caterpillar down here? All right, it's wonderful right here, right here. All right, you see, so I have milkweed all over my backyard, or this little landing. So I went out and I was picking off the little caterpillars to put them on something that would be protective there. So I brought 3 caterpillars. I managed to get 2 of them in there, and you know what happened to the third one? MS, because I'm staggering there, and I grabbed the leaf he's on. Would you believe I squashed him with my thumb? I mean, what are the chances of all places to grab? Yeah, it's almost cruel. It's like I'm trying to save them. Uh, so a big joke. My mom asked me is, did are you saving more than you're killing? I'm thinking if I didn't have the milkweed, uh, uh, he wouldn't have laid eggs. I don't know. I don't know. So 2 lived and 1 I squashed there, and I felt terrible. I mean, it's like, am I hurting? I don't know. But you gotta laugh at yourself. I didn't fall, but because I didn't fall there, that guy died. I should have fallen. and like a football, like a good a wide receiver, right? Uh, I've got the leaf, and I'm falling, and the leaf is fine. I know, Susan. Susan, we were talking about. Yeah, Ruth, you're right. Ruth, monarchs, they migrate there, and the fall migrate. They come through Maryland, and they come and get their nectar. 4 generations. They get their nectar, and the fourth generation flies all the way to Mexico. But what they do is they stop and they lay eggs, and their eggs turn into new monarchs. So it's not the same guy. Hi, Mace. It's not the same butterfly that's flying from Mexico up north. It's the same herd, because that butterfly is reproducing himself. He's given a lot more. Now, in Mexico, what's going on is a number of these places are actually, well, where all the monarchs go to, they were chopping it down. If you can Google it there. Oh, my nose is itching at once a time. Anyway, so they were chopping it down. How you save the monarchs there? Best thing you can do is plant milkweed. Monarchs like the legs on milkweed. Whether you bring them in and you save them from the thousands of critters that eat their eggs and eat caterpillars and all, it's up to you. But you'll increase their numbers just by planting milkweed. Ruth's pointing out PBS has a show on monarchs there. So, but you know what, Ruth, also YouTube. You guys are watching me through YouTube right here, and when you're done, not now, but when you're done watching and chatting with each other, look for monarchs on YouTube, and you'll watch the whole story. Beautiful. Beautiful story, but it is, and I'm looking. These guys are getting big. They're so anyway. This, I have them individually. This milkweed individually planted, and I'll bring up milkweed. I just have. So when this is decimated, I'll go get another milkweed. I'll transfer these. I'll ask them, and I'll try not to kill them. I'll ask them to go on to this other bush. This is the milkweed bush there, because they eat so much. They're like locusts. The caterpillars are also they poop, and you can't let them touch the poop because their poop is deadly. Let's see, Facebook. Let's see, Flaria is yeah. I'm getting a lot of people who are commenting on Facebook. So you guys see me, and so hi, Flaria. Hi, Charmene. Hi, Karen. I know. Now this feed on Facebook is being posted in a lot of different groups there. So unless you see this on my main page, I can't see when you chime in or you chat there. So if you're chatting through a group there, I don't see that. So I only see the notifications that people are when you notify me, when you send me a message there, or even if you chat in a group, I get a quick notification. Oh my gosh. Hi, Jane. So, those people watching on Facebook, if you jump over to YouTube, subscribe to my channel there. And I say it's not about me. None of this is about me. And you guys know that on YouTube there. It's about you guys. I'm only the host of this channel, right? If you jump and you subscribe to my channel where I have individual videos there, you can participate in this show that I host and I have, and you can chat with other people with MS there, and Susan, there is another Sue in this. No, Sandy. Sandy's in this, and Sandy has just been diagnosed with MS. There's a monarch right now. Oh, yeah, Monarch is fun. He is flying all around, and he is laying eggs. All right. Hi. Yeah, I'll try not to kill your babies. I'll bring them in, and I don't know. Do you know that there is a way that you're supposed to take these babies, these little eggs, and I'll show you that they look like little dots, white dots on the bottom of the leaves. Well, true monarch people who can who have dexterity and don't shake, and so they take they cut out the eggs and they lay it on leaves, and when these caterpillars hatch, they start eating the leaves there. I did it that way. That's the right way to do it. I did it that way twice last year, and every last egg that I cut died. So I realized why they died. They died because they dried up. The leaf curled on them. They didn't hatch. Uh, my dexterity wasn't really good. So what I decided to do is I prayed. I'm letting Mother Nature hatch them on their own, and then I'm bringing them back. I'm bringing them back. All right, Sherry's leaving us. Tony. Oh, Tanya. Tanya is here. It is so. Tanya, where are you from exactly? I forget there. Bye, Sherry. Thank you for attending. Hi, Chris. Chris is over here on Facebook. Again, you're welcome to subscribe to my YouTube channel and then chat with here. Sherry, don't forget, we have a Zoom meeting on Sunday. I'm going to be testing it, dedicating some time. So I'll send out an invite every once in a while. And that's, you're welcome to join me when I do that. So I am going to have the discipline to do this right. I have to laugh. I just have to laugh. It just, I laugh. I laugh at so much. For some reason, I don't know whether you guys do this. I like to just pile on so many responsibilities on me, on myself, that I just get overwhelmed. I just have to unplug. Tomorrow night, I go over to my friend's house, and we have a trivia night, right? And we just love to use our brains there, and I'm responsible for making dessert there. Well, I'm thinking, what kind of dessert should I make? Well, I'm thinking I'm gonna make a pound cake with a pound of butter. Thank you, Nadine. She gave me a time check. Thank you. Thanks for the time check. But anyway, I don't know why I picked the most difficult to make. Then I started to think, well, maybe I'll make an oatmeal apple crisp, or I'm thinking I, why I do this to myself? Meanwhile, I'm supposed to be. I did that sourdough starter. My first bread experience of sourdough bread. There wasn't enough salt in it, so you don't taste the salt in bread. But when it doesn't have salt, it screams. It screams. So anyway, you load these. And then I'm just saying, when you have MS, then you come out. There's purpose to your life. There's friends that add to your life. You've learned how to accentuate the positive and eliminate the negative. You've become disciplined, and then you go out to uh, a mutual friend's place, and there's somebody there who attacks you because you're not on your game. The one time you're not on your game. And whose fault is it? Is it the person who attacked you fault? Or is it your fault for being where you're being attacked? It's our choice. So often our choice to be where there's that saying, your permission to throw your fist stops where my nose begins. Well, it's the guy throwing your fist isn't necessarily responsible for being a jerk, right? But owning up and realizing, you know what, I'm not going to be, and Christ likes to forgive. So I have to forgive the person who threw their fist verbally at me. So I forgive. But do I have to, the second time this person did this there, and do I have to be there to get insulted or get yelled at the third time? No. No. And I know that we're all put that. If somebody makes you feel inadequate there, uh, again, I know we all face that. I know we face that. Yes, at the pool. And by the way, I've been swimming a half a mile. Donna, this specifically because you're a swimmer too. And I have limited, instead of doing a mile swimming, right, and getting the shots and stuff in my shoulder, instead of doing that, limiting myself to half a mile, I'm great. It doesn't hurt, so anyway, let's see. Tanya. Oh, Tony, your name is Tony, all right? I'm from Chicago. You're from Chicago. Tony. I always spoke to the little girls in the locker room at the gym yesterday, and I've got my walker in there, and my balance is terrible. And I see these three little blonde girls, right? And they're all different. I'm good at guessing kids' ages. One is 6, about to turn 7. Her name is Victoria, and she goes by Vic, right? And then her younger sister just turned 5, and her name is Veronica. And I love to use the little kids' name. And then Valerie is the baby's name. And I think, and then the mother is pregnant again. So I'm excited to find out what V name. You know how mothers like to pick V names or B names or my ex-husband, they were all J's. Yeah, but it's not true with my. Anyway, I am talking. I'm babbling. But again, 44 minutes I've been doing this there, and it's about you there. So I'll read Jane talking about it takes practice and fine tuning. Well, Jim, what are you talking about? What takes practice and fine tuning? Uh, is it not to take offense, right? Because here is something: when you're out and you're about, and somebody parks in a disability spot and runs in, it just and they say, well, I have a heart problem. But and they park in the disability spot and they're lifting the world's heaviest sign, and they think they can park there because they have a heart problem, and yet they can't walk, but they can carry something that's going to stress out their heart, right? You have to ask yourself, is your name written on it? Do you have to attend every argument you've been invited to? Choosing peace is wonderful. Jane, you're right. Bacon bread. Jane, you can be my teacher, because you have that jalapeno cheddar bread that I want the recipe for. You're making that there, and now in your experience, Jane, how much salt do you use per cup of flour? So, and should I use bread flour or regular flour? I think bread flour, or should I use cake flour? Uh, uh, Nadine, where are you going? Nadine, we love you. You can't leave. All right, people are coming in and out there, and I have how many people are participating on YouTube there. Now, again, if you have MS and you're watching this on Facebook, if you want to participate in this chat and get support from other people with MS there, jump on YouTube, Dulci Jean, Dulci Hill. Shoot, all you have to do is put my name in. I've been doing this so long. Go to Google and type DULCIHILL all over the place. My husband is like Mr. Secret. He's out on Facebook. He has no web presence, and he says to me, "Are you afraid of people knowing you, or them being the?" I said, "My sweet dear husband, if they're gonna know me, all they have to do is Google me." My father called me and he says, I did. I Googled you and you are all over the place. It's funny. It is funny. It's funny. The good thing is that where I'm all over the place is uh, incognito. You know what? What's fun is on Tuesdays and Thursdays I host this channel, and is this me? On Saturday I was on the phone with 3 different people, talking to 3 different people with MS. Somebody called me and I was FaceTiming them. And it's interesting because I wasn't wearing makeup. I was wearing my pajamas. I had my cup of coffee. And she says, "My gosh, you're real. You're so real." And the gal who I was FaceTiming with. And I think about that and I think, these people, a lot of you guys, I'm real when I do the Zoom meetings also, but this is my persona. I'm your host. It's funny. I'm all right, Nate. What are you talking about? Incognito. There's the virtual private network that everybody should have, and that's when you get on. You do banking or you do anything. You don't want if you're on a public hotspot. You want a virtual private network, so you don't want anybody to see what you're doing or tracing, or and you do that. You do that. All right. So what am I doing today? In fact, what are all of you doing today? In fact, I'll let you know. I decided after the gym, I'd go over to the grocery store and pick up some meat and vegetables to make this. Yeah, incognito. What you see is what you get. You know what? And anyway, so I go over to Aldi's. I love Aldi's, and I'm going around. And I'm pushing my walker. My left leg dies, and luckily I'm holding on to the walker. In fact, it's the walker you gave me, Richard. If you're still watching this, if you're still with us, it's my wide walker that I don't trip on. I love it. I love you. I every time I pull it out, I thank God for you, Richard. So anyway, I'm pushing the walker. Left leg is giving out. I'm catching myself. Can't believe, it's like having crutches with the left leg. My left leg decided it wasn't going to work. So I was holding myself up, and I was going through and shopping, and I sitting down. I was so tired. Oh my gosh. I thought, oh my gosh. But you know what? I've got a scooter, but I don't use it, right? So my leg is given in, and because I want to be upright. Again, I've done so many videos, and some of the videos I show you is why you use the scooter or wheelchair. And all. You use these things to give you energy to get to where you want to be to do your meaningful energy spend. So what I would do is I take my scooter into the kitchen, and I get out of my scooter, and then I start cooking. Then I get back in the scooter, and I take it to the back of the car, and I lift it up on the car, and then I go to the grocery store. And then I take it out, and then I go around the grocery store, and I do that. But then I go over to the gym. I'm just give you an idea. I love that. Paula, I'll let you know the other day, and I don't know why. All right, there's the hiccup. There's a bunch of hiccups there. All right, I'll let you know my connection is unstable on YouTube. I don't know why. Let me. Huh. All right, let me just look at this. Ugh. All right. Hang on. 5. All right. It's going to have a hiccup because I'm changing network. All right. All right. Now it should, all right. My connection's a lot better. Okay. So what I want to say is you use your mobility devices to go to the gym so you can get to machines and have a meaningful workout there. You don't want to use the walker to get to a machine to be too worn out to do these weightlifting things. So, and that is so important. So I have to go over and do that. So what am I doing today? Mom's gonna pick me up after. Hi Tim. She's gonna come over here after I'm done this there, and we're going to go to Boscov's, and she's gonna return something there. So it's quality time. Gets me out of the house. I have a cleaning lady that comes every 2 weeks and really disinfects the house there. My sweet husband insists on it. And it's a small house, but he doesn't like seeing me with my MS, getting down on my hands and knees, and I was white sponging the baseboards. There's white sponge, Mr. Cleans and stuff. It's like, I would rather you go to the gym and swim or exercise and be with your friends, be with people you love, and make you feel good there than cleaning. Yeah. So what do? I stop cooking. No, actually, I in the oven, in the Dutch oven, I ended up getting my favorite pork shank. I love pork shank. I love pork shank. I love that. I love pork shank. Why do I love it? I think it's. Oh wait, let me turn this off. Why do I love that? Hang on. Why do? All right, I see you. Why do I love that? Uh, well, I think it's because it's in my DNA. I've got German and Polish, and hi Tanya. I got, I did that DNA to find out. I did that DNA to find out who my people were, and you know what I found out? I'm Eurotrash. I'm Eurotrash with a lot of Polish, German, Russian, English, Irish. I'm Eurotrash. There is. I don't have people. My people are American. Breeders. So, I know. Tanya, it's hysterical. I don't have people. So for me to go to Europe and go to any one country and when people, and I've done this, and especially in Ireland. Ireland is the only place you can go that if you have a drop of they're, they'll claim you. So you're over there in Ireland, and they're like, "You're Irish, right? You're Irish, right?" All you have to do is say, "Yeah," and they're like, "Yes, great. You're Irish, American." They love it. So if you ever want to be anything there, and you're afraid that you're not concentrated. I think 20% of my DNA. I've got 40%. So 20 is concentrated. 20 English, Irish, and German, and I don't know. I'm Euro trash. I'm telling you what. My people are Americans there. So you know what's fun is that on my mother's side, we were able to trace our ancestors back to let me see, 1667. One of the first into Baltimore. They were from Worcestershire. I wondered why I like that sauce there. I like cooking with Worcestershire sauce there, but that's where he was from, and he came to Maryland, and was here not even one generation. Had he was here. Tanya, you'd laugh at this. He was in Maryland for a couple of years, and he split to Jersey. He split to, hi Frank. It's good to see you. But he split to Jersey, and had one boy, and that one boy had one boy, and it was generations of one boy until they started mass producing in Mount Holly, New Jersey. That I still have people in Mount Holly, New Jersey. So that area there, I'm telling you what, and you have to laugh, from 1600s there. But and I'm telling you, he was a breeder. Well, no, he had made it with one person and had a kid. So you got to laugh at that there. Frank, it's good to see you. you got to get here earlier. Frank, I'll let you guys know the Zoom meeting. I'm going to get better. All right, Jane, your check. Ah, those of you that are like purebreds, you paper carrying purebreds, you make me sick. No, actually, that's not true. But you know what? It's I don't know. That is why dentistry is such a big thing in the United States, because we have enough uh, uh, mixtures in us that will screw up our teeth. So we all head to the orthodontist, right? And I'll let you know, in Medford, New Jersey, we all wore braces from the same orthodontist there. I was the before picture, before and after. They had my molds. They were like, oh my gosh, this is bad. Anyway, I made that guy a lot of money. Anyway, God bless you. It's the top of the hour. I've been on here for 1 hour. I love you all. If you go to msfrontiers.org, you'll see the resources we have for you there. If you are on Facebook here, jump over to my YouTube channel, Dulci Jean or Dulci Hill, on YouTube there. Please subscribe to my channel and participate there. And I will work out the Zoom meeting there. I'll probably invite you there. And Jane, one last thing. If you can send me your bread recipe, I really appreciate it. I love you all. May the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, guard your hearts and minds and keep it. Keep your trust in Christ Jesus, because you know what? We don't have to fight, nor do we have to expose ourselves to people, mean people. Mean people suck. I love you guys. You don't suck. And again, and then this is in Numbers. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May He shine His face upon you and be gracious to you. May He lift up His countenance, His presence to you, and give you His peace. Keep your eyes on the Lord, and everything will work out. Anyway, God bless you, and keep coming back. Bye, Frank.